What's up everybody, welcome back to the Art of Crypto, the birthplace of absolutely legendary gains. In this video, let us take an updated look on Polkadot, and as you guys might know, Coinbase has recently announced that they are going to add Polkadot onto their Pro platform, and that is potentially the reason why you are seeing Polkadot have this insane pump over the last 24 hours to 48 hours. And right now this video is going to answer a few questions, namely, is this pump over? Are we done? Is Polkadot going to come down now? Is Bitcoin going to go down now and bring the entire crypto markets down? And if that is the case, how should we trade this? Where should we short? Where should we start picking up Polkadot? This video is going to answer everything, and so you are going to want to watch to the end of the video. And without any further ado, let's dive right into it. So let's bring up the EMAs on the 4-hourly chart. In fact, before we even get to the 4-hourly chart, we should get a picture of what's going on the daily chart first. And at the moment, you can see that we are right at resistance right here at this purple line, which is a 200-day EMA, which if you are a long-time follower of this channel, you know that I always like to say a 200 EMA is always going to be very, very strong support or resistance in any trend. So at the moment, until we break past this level right here, it is very hard to say that, Polkadot has potential to keep going to the moon. And if we do break above those two levels, then expect the 50 and the 100 EMA to act as pretty good support. And if I just go based on history, if we just mark down this level right here at 27.25, you can see that, it's previous support, it's a strong level basically. So you're going to want to look for Polkadot to, come to this level to get rejected before moving upwards. And if we just take a look on Market Cipher on the daily chart, it's not the prettiest, but it's not the ugliest either. So money flow is in the red right now, which means, money is leaving the asset class or has left the asset class. However, what we're getting right now is a shift in momentum towards the upside. So, potentially on the daily chart, on the macro level, Polkadot might be looking good for, another pump, hopefully back to all-time high, but that's going to take a little while. So now that we have identified what's going on the daily chart, let's get to the lower time frame, such as the 4-hourly, to, identify clearer what is going on. And at the moment, this break of these two EMAs right here, I love to see this. Basically, in trading, we have something called the support and resistance flips. So basically, previous resistance tends to become future support, right? If we break through this resistance confidently, usually it should act as support. If you just take a look here, right, this is a resistance. Previously, when we broke above it, we actually came down to this level to find support, and that is what you call an SR flip. So at the moment, because we have flipped these two resistances into support, right, you can see we broke above it and now we are finding support on the 100 EMA. So this is a very bullish signal for Polkadot, and it indicates that, if we do come back down lower, then you can expect some form of support at this level right here at $23-ish, and support at this $24 level. My bad, this is the 23.5 level. You're going to want to pause the video and mark down these levels on your own later, but for now, let me finish my analysis. So on the 4-hourly, you can see that, not only are we getting money flowing back into the green, but at the same time, if you just take a look right here, you can see that the money flow, like the momentum wave, my bad, looks to be about to clip, which means potentially, Polkadot might be going back for another pump. So if I just draw a parallel channel, something like this, or if you want to go a little bit more conservatively, you could do something, more along the lines of like this, right? This is a parallel channel, and at the moment you can see that, we are sort of coming back down to the mid-range. So even though Polkadot looks like it's taken a dump right now, who knows if this is, going to be a potential, consolidation at the mid-range before ultimately breaking through this rising channel. Now, as you can see, previous price action actually respected this channel quite a bit, right? Found support, got rejected kind of, and got rejected here. So right now we are not nearly back at the mid-range yet. So what I will do is I will actually mark down this level right here at $23 to, potentially pick up some Polkadot, because this is going to be right around the mid-range of this channel, as well as, previous support or resistance, which basically just coincides with the 100 EMA in the first place. So you're going to want to mark down this 23.5-ish, 23.4 level for you to potentially get some Polkadot at. And by the way, if you appreciate the fact that, I'm doing such a thorough analysis in every video, I want you to go just drop a like button. It's a small gesture, but it really, really helps a lot. So there's a couple other things that I want to bring your attention to, right? Other than, this 23.4 level, I want to bring your attention down to, if I just switch back to, regular kind of candlestick view and I remove the Market Cipher B, you can see that, we have sort of two order blocks going on right here at the moment, which means that there is some untapped liquidity at both of these levels, right, at 21.8 and 20.6. And usually, as an institution, they are not going to be buying Polkadot over here, which means they first want to dump the price of Polkadot and then buy Polkadot. That is how, institutions do it. And at the moment, these two levels are going to be, well, I presume, where the institutions are going to want to buy at, because, these are two order blocks. There is liquidity, in both of these levels. So don't be surprised if, Polkadot does a double top sort of, comes back down to this level and bounce exactly off of this level before ultimately moving higher. Which means if you do get Polkadot at this exact level right here, you are probably going to snipe Polkadot, right? It's either one of these levels, either 21.8 or 20.6. And if you guys want more of these, exact sniper entries, you are going to want to check out the private Discord group. Yesterday, I called, when Bitcoin was at 39k or 40k-ish, I called a limit short at 41,400. Literally, when I called it, Bitcoin was just, around this area right here. Who would have thought, right, that Bitcoin would come exactly up to my level, right? Exactly, right to the dot. We were trading futures, so if I just go to Bitcoin USDT perp, then boom, right, perfectly on the exact dot, right? This was a, institutional pump. Look at this exactly to the dot. There were people in the private Discord group that shorted Bitcoin exactly where I called it. And if you think that this is just a fluke, this actually happens quite a lot. That is my trading style. My trading style is to snipe entries. And if you guys are interested to get access to these kinds of sniper entries other than my videos, you are going to want to check out the private Discord group. The link is in the description. So getting back to Polkadot, talking about the sniper entries, these two levels are going to be a very good bet, but otherwise you are going to want to look for Polkadot to find support at around the 23.5 level. So these are going to be the three levels that you are going to want to pick up Polkadot if you are interested to find out what prices are the best to get Polkadot if Bitcoin does an absolute dump. Where exactly should you get Polkadot? Then you're going to want to check out my previous video that I did on Polkadot. All you have to do is head to my channel and look for the Polkadot playlist. You'll find that video there. Over there, I give you the exact levels that you should buy Polkadot at. If you do manage to get Polkadot at, any of these levels, where should you take profits for your trade? And the first level is actually going to be this $26 level. Right, this is not only the top of this channel right here, which is going to act as resistance, right? I know, no matter how bullish you might be on any certain coin, it is always important to take profits. So this right here is going to be your first take profit target. And if we just zoom out and look for some previous major levels, you can see that this level right here is going to be quite a major level, and as well as this level right here. Or if you want to, play it a little bit more beautifully, you can say that level right there. Besides that, you are also going to want to pay attention to this level and, this level, just to be safe. So these are going to be your take profit targets should you get Polkadot at that level. And if you're wondering how should you use these take profit targets, well, it's pretty simple. Right now I'm giving you multiple targets, and at the moment I'm even giving you multiple levels where you should buy. And if you watch that previous Polkadot video, you will get even lower targets in case Bitcoin decides to take an absolute dump and then the market goes down with it. It is not out of the possibility. So imagine picking Polkadot up at 15 or lower, right? What's the exact price for you to snipe Polkadot? That is going to be in the previous video. So the way that I would take profits, right, is, any smart trader that I know will never exit their position in, one lump sum. What they do is, as the price goes up and up, they will, scale out. So maybe they'll take 25% here, they'll take 25% here, and then they'll take the rest of the 50% somewhere up there. That is how smart traders take profits, as well as enter, right? We don't enter all one lump sum in, this exact spot. I mean, perhaps you could in this case, I would probably do it. But the fact remains that if you want to play things safe, you're going to want a dollar cost average. And the way you do that is perhaps entering 50% here and 50% there, and then looking for that bounce. Either way, these two levels are going to be levels where the institutions are going to be looking to buy at, so definitely pay attention to those two. These are going to be your upside targets. And by the way, if you really enjoy the fact that I am giving you exact levels and every video I'm teaching you exactly how to trade things, you are seriously going to want to check out the private Discord group. Over here we are making profitable trade setups every single day, and even during market conditions like this, everybody is making money in this group. Literally, you will pay this monthly subscription off in just a couple of trades, as many of the people in the private group have done. Right now, there's only about 60 spots remaining, and if you pay with crypto, you can get up to 40% off. Now, the reason why I'm closing this group off in about 60 to 70 spots is because I want to be able to dedicate focused attention to every single member, and I cannot do that if there are too many people. Right now, if you get into the group, you are also going to get access to an absolutely world-class education that is going to ensure you will be successful as a trader. Seriously guys, this group is going to pay itself off like real quick. Spots are limited. I'm going to want you to sign up before spots fill up. And so these are going to be the levels for now. I want you to mark these levels down on your own chart, right? Because I'm already giving you the exact levels. If you cannot even be bothered to mark these down on your own chart, then there is nothing more that I can do for you. And if you want even lower levels on where to pick up Polkadot, check out the previous video. I did a in-depth dive on where to pick up Polkadot. And if you haven't already followed me on my Twitter, this is where I am sharing the latest crypto market updates, and you are not going to want to miss out. So follow me at _the art of crypto. And with that said, my friend, may the gains be with you, and peace.